The July lineup of upcoming Korean dramas is coming soon. The dramas of this month cover various genres including crime thriller, family melodrama, suspense comedy, romantic pure love, historical dark fantasy, action crime, and life healing. The Husband. The Husband will be broadcast every Saturday and Sunday on KBS2 starting from July 4, 2026, and the series will also be launched simultaneously on WAV and Disney+. This series is directed by Kim Yong-hyun and Kim Min-tae, written by Young Yi-ha, and the actors include Nam Kung-min, Lee Seol, Kim Di-myung, and Lee Sang-hee. The Husband is set against the background of a thrilling urban crime, telling the story of a broken marriage that undergoes a dramatic reversal in a life and death situation. The male protagonist, Kang Tae-ju, is a brilliant neurosurgeon and hospital director who enjoys a high reputation but faces a broken marriage due to long-term coldness. The day after he officially proposes a divorce, his wife, Ko Si-yeon, is suddenly kidnapped by a cruel criminal. Ko Si-yeon, as the hospital chairperson, was struggling between resentment and deep love for her husband, but suddenly becomes the victim. To save his wife within a limited time, Kang Tae-ju must completely abandon his elite identity, turning into a furious pursuer and fighting fiercely with the frantic criminal. No Man Hui, the director of a computer academy who is highly trusted by residents, is the core mastermind of this conspiracy, hiding his coldness and cruelty under a polite appearance. Meanwhile, a mysterious woman named Kim Kyung-ae approaches Ko Si-yeon with an unknown purpose, showing a strange sense of violation behind her kind words and deeds. This intense confrontation will push the broken marriage to an unknown completion. The series has 12 episodes. Family Register. Family Register will be broadcast every Monday to Friday on MBC starting from July 6, 2026, and the series will also be launched simultaneously on WAV. This series is directed by Kim Mi-suk, written by Park Jae-hyun, and the actors include Park Si-young, Han Go-yoon, and I-am Ja-yoon. Family Register tells an inspiring story of a woman breaking through prejudice and completing self-redemption in a cruel fate. The female protagonist, Na Jae-nai, is a young artist majoring in Korean painting, who harbors a grand dream of creating an excellent local animation that can move audiences worldwide. Although she appears to have an enviable and prominent family background, with her mother being a famous cellist in a national symphony orchestra, and her father being the representative of a well-known production company, she has actually been branded with the shame of destroying her family since birth, carrying deep pain that cannot be told to anyone. In order to reclaim her wonderful life and completely smash the cold prejudice of the world, she chooses to face the severe test of fate directly. Her mother, Na Si-rai, as a leading figure in the classical music world, appears noble and elegant under the spotlight, but her heart is filled with unavoidable intense anxiety and untold family secrets. Meanwhile, No Young-ju, who once dreamed of becoming a musical actress but was frustrated by reality, now resiliently runs a community singing class and struggles through multiple difficulties. These young people who have suffered injuries in imperfect families come together through the intertwining of fate, healing their psychological traumas together in fierce conflicts, and then finding and establishing a brand new modern marriage concept and positive life values. The series has 120 episodes. The Apartment Job. The Apartment Job will be broadcast every Saturday and Sunday on JTBC starting from July 11, 2026, and the series will also be launched simultaneously on TVING. This series is directed by Cho Young-won, written by Kim Yun-young, and the actors include Jae-sung, Ha Yoon-kyung, Park Byung-yoon, and Moon So-rai. The Apartment Job is set against the background of a high-end residential community, telling a wonderful story of marginal characters and ordinary people joining hands to fight against real estate and class corruption. corruption. The male protagonist, Park Hae-gang, was once the legendary leader of the notorious Oasis gang, known for his amazing 100% uncollected balance recovery record and tough means. In order to raise a huge, life-saving sum of 10 billion won in a short period to rescue his adoptive father, Young Man, who is like a biological father to him, he resolutely decides to conceal his past and run for the chairman of the Residents Association of the newly built high-end apartment, intending to take control of the huge blind funds that are unregulated. In this election full of interest exchanges and political conspiracies, he meets Kang Harai, a passionate young woman who eagerly desires to enter a well-known law firm, but can only struggle to maintain a living at a free community legal counseling window. Meanwhile, Lee Chung-won, a wealthy construction tycoon and penthouse owner, sets up obstacles to hide the dark secrets of the project, while Jang Suk-jin, who is extremely enthusiastic about public affairs and possesses all the gossip, pushes things forward behind the scenes. Under the attack and temptation of various forces, Park Hae-gang accidentally leads ordinary residents on an unknown journey to clean up the internal corruption of the apartment, completing a magnificent transformation from a mob boss to a community hero. The series has 12 episodes. Dream to You. Dream to You will be broadcast every Monday and Tuesday on ENA starting from July 13, 2026, and the series will also be launched simultaneously on TVING. This series is directed by Yoo Sun-dong, written by Jeong Yoon-bai, and the actors include A Chwang In-yup, Lee Hae-rai, Baek Sung-chul, and Lee Yo-liam. Dream to You is a romantic comedy full of warmth, healing, and youth memories, telling a moving story of two young people who float in reality and meet again after many years to pursue their original intentions. The male protagonist, Woo Soo-bin, is a brilliant young genius film director who emerged like a comet, bravely breaking through the growth cage carefully planned by his parents in his youth, running wildly in his 20s, and finally sweeping major overseas film festivals with his debut work, choosing to return to South Korea immediately after achieving fame, only to find his true dream and his love of that year. The female protagonist, Ju Yi, is a field reporter who has professional strength but is forced by life, who chased film dreams side by side with Woo Soo-bin at the age of 19, but was shattered by cold reality after his sudden departure, now living with endless emptiness and regret despite securing a fixed program with her excellent eloquence and resilience. When the two meet again under the arrangement of fate, that dusty youthful passion and unfinished love are reignited. At the same time, Sim Yoo-jin, an actor who dreams of becoming a top star but struggles at the bottom for many years, and Oh Hana, a top female star who has never experienced chasing dreams independently under her mother's control, are also involved in their lives, pursuing their true happiness together. The series has 12 episodes. The East Palace. The East Palace will be broadcast every Friday on Netflix starting from July 17, 2026. This series is directed by Choi Young-kyu, written by Kwon So-ra and Seo Yi-won, and the actors include Nam Joo-hyuk, Ro Yoon-seo, and Cho Seung-woo. The East Palace is set against the background of a deep palace, shrouded in endless gloomy mysteries and mysterious curses, telling a dark fantasy story of characters with extraordinary supernatural abilities and a palace woman with a fateful past joining hands to uncover historical secrets. Spooky in Love. Spooky in Love will be broadcast every Saturday and Sunday on TVN starting from July 18, 2026, and the series will also be launched simultaneously on TVING and Netflix. This series is directed by Lee Min-soo, written by Choi Young-mai, and the actors include Park Yoon-bin, Yang Si-jong, Ong Seong-woo, Jo Hae-ju, and Kim Do-won. Spooky in Love tells a fantastic romance story that is full of horror parodies but extremely sweet in a prosperous city. The female protagonist, Chin Yorai, is the legal heir of a top domestic chaebol group and the core leader of a luxury hotel, possessing flawless, beautiful appearance and noble temperament. But she has a shocking secret sufficient to destroy her peaceful life, which is that she can see various terrifying ghosts wandering in the world without any obstruction. The male protagonist, Ma Gang-wook, is the recognized #1 star prosecutor of the Seoul District Prosecutor's Office, who not only has a strong and perfect physique and highly lethal sexy eyes, but also has passionate justice and delicate emotions. But he has a fatal weakness, which is that he is extremely afraid of any ethereal supernatural things. When these two men and women with completely opposite characters and physiques meet accidentally because of a bizarre serial murder case, the beautiful gear of fate begins to rotate wildly. Ma Gangwook falls deeply in love with this chaebol lady, who is in a crisis of 100 ghosts every day without any defense, forced to endure his huge inner fear to start a hilarious urban exorcism love tug-of-war with Jin Yorai. The series has 12 episodes. A Shop for Killers Season 2. A Shop for Killers Season 2 will be broadcast every Wednesday on Disney Plus starting from July 2026. This series is directed by Lee Kwon, written by Jae Ho-jin, and the actors include Lee Dong-wook, Kim Hae-jun, Cho Han-sun, Jeom Hae-na, Kim Min, Jeong Yun-ha, and Hanri. A Shop for Killers Season 2 is set against the background of a mysterious weapon trading center hidden deep underground and armed to the teeth, telling a hardcore action story of an ordinary girl growing into a master of killers under iron and blood baptism. The story closely follows the shocking ending of the first season, after experiencing a cruel and tragic handover ceremony carefully planned by her uncle. Jeong Jinman, the female protagonist, Jeong Jaeon, completely washed away her former weakness and confusion, successfully transforming into a brand new female president of the shopping mall who can stand alone. However, the real crisis has just begun, and Babylon, a dark terrorist organization with a global presence, is absolutely unwilling to accept failure, summoning a larger number of international top mercenaries and ace killers to launch an all-out destructive siege on the shopping mall. At this life-and-death despair moment, her uncle, Jeong Jinman, who was believed to be completely dead by the outside world, miraculously returned to the world and came to his niece. And these strongest duo who have experienced countless life and death join hands again to launch a magnificent ultimate counterattack against Babylon. Flex X Cop 2. Flex X Cop 2 will be broadcast every Friday and Saturday on SBS, starting from July 31, 2026, and the series will also be launched simultaneously on Disney+. This series is directed by Kim Yi-hong, written by Kim Bada, and the actors include Ahn Bo-hyun and Young Yoon-ki. Flex X Cop 2 tells the story of the legendary chaebol detective who likes to smash criminal conspiracies with money, returning with laughter and passion. As the famous youngest son of Hansu Group, and a super third-generation chaebol, who usually neglects his proper duties, the male protagonist, Jin Yi-soo, after successfully completing the extremely strict standardized closed training of the police academy, returns to the first heavy crime team of Gangha Police Station with a more arrogant but righteous brand new posture. However, in this brand new investigation journey, what awaits him is not a welcome party, but a new female team leader, Ju Hae-ra, whose style is extremely tough and does not care about any human relations. Ju Hae-ra, as the former premier tactical ace of the National Police Agency counterterrorism team, possesses resolute means and unquestionable strict discipline, and feels extremely disgusted with Jin Yi-soo's behavior of handling cases by relying on privilege and money power. The two burst into fierce conflicts in the concept of solving cases, but when facing complex high-level cases and serial violent crimes, Jin Yi-soo once again plays his unique, wealthy case-solving law to its full potential, launching a delightful and dopamine-filled justice counterattack. The series has 14 episodes. Married Woman Killer. Married Woman Killer will be broadcast every Friday and Saturday on MBC starting from July 31, 2026, and the series will also be launched simultaneously on WAV. This series is directed by Yoon Jong-ho, written by Kim Yoon-hee, and the actors include Gong Hyo-jin, Young Jun-won, Lee Sang-ye, and Sung Dong-il. Married Woman Killer is adapted from a highly popular webtoon, vividly and with black humor showing the strange survival record of a working mother with a dual extreme identity, struggling to maintain life balance in danger and triviality. The series has 14 episodes. That concludes our preview of upcoming Korean dramas for July 2026. This month offers a diverse lineup, from high-stakes thrillers with Nam Koong-min and Jae Sung to sweet romantic stories with H. Wang and Yoop and Park In-bin. alongside Netflix's historical epic and Gong Hyojin's action comeback. Which one are you looking forward to the most? Do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel to get the latest K-drama news immediately. See you next time.